Rejoice, modelers from everywhere, it is me, your savior. Well, not really. It's me, hi, Hollywood Modeling. And welcome to another video of mine. This time we will get back to the regular schedule and do a kit review before I do a channel update later on. Well, the last time you've seen me rant about Dragon. Well, see, new Dragon kit. But I bought this before the rent, because this was part of the rent when you remember the Dackles. I hadn't made a review of that though, so I decided, well, never mind, let's do a review of it. The box art is lovely. I really like the box art. This is the Panzer 3 Aus M with the wading muffler for not deep sea, but for swimming action. Kit number is 6558. I bought this kit of eBay at a very reasonable price, 39 euros shipped. This is for the Panzer 3 buddy build that the Pricks of Plastic we will be doing later on this year. Really looking forward to that. I love me Panzer 3s. I think there's nothing that looks better other than maybe a Panzer 4, but those two are kind of up there on my man crush scale for German tanks. Those are the two tanks I prefer to build. Although the Tiger has gained some steam there lately. Yeah, the kit offers you 5 different marking options here. All Eastern Front vehicles. That's the only limitation you get with this kit, that they are all Eastern Front. As I said, kit number 6558. Some lovely cat drawings here of the wading muffler, installation, engine deck, and on the back, of course, we get the Dragon typical drawings of the turret with some of the PE bits. It doesn't come with a lot of photo etch, I have to tell you that, but it comes with magic tracks, which is always a nice add-on, especially nowadays considering all those DS tracks that you get. And of course the KWK L60, the 5cm, but the long 5cm barrel, light molded, so there will not be a debate about whether or not I should have gotten an aluminum gun barrel. Let's just take a look inside the box. And let's start out with the kit instructions, shall we? Screw this. Typical Dragon instructions. As you can see, some of the sprues use almost everything. On other sprues, there's, for example, this one, you only use the jack. This is normal for Dragon, I guess. So, a lot for the spare spin, or to sell on eBay, like I recently did. The instruction is typical on those Dragon foldouts instructions, and as normal with Panzer 3, 4, Tiger, whatever German armor instructions, we start out with the running gear and suspension system on the lower hull. This is just a normal build of a lower hull until here, where we install the wading muffler. There are some parts that are specifically designed for the wading muffler, but other than that, the kit instruction, or the build, is the normal build of a Panzer 3. So that's the only modification of sorts that this kit has compared to other Panzer 3s in the Dragon range. Fenders, of course. Engine deck, quite busy as always with Panzer 3s, but I like it. And we have, we have the covers for the air intakes, because, well, if this thing is designed for wading, it should have covers on top of them. Otherwise, well, the engine will suck water, and you don't want the engine to suck water. There are 3 different types of front armor plate, so you have to make a decision there. No, sorry, it's 2. I need to do my research to see which one is the accurate one for this vehicle. It carries a ton of spare track links, which I always like, and it comes with add-on armor, of course, as it's a later war Panzer III, and they put the armor plates in front of everything to protect the crew better. And turret construction, not a lot of interior detail other than the commander's seat and some interior gun detailing. Smoke mine launchers, always nice. I think they look cool on a Panzer III turret and the storage bin. And then, of course, as I said, those 5 units. And, of course, when we come to the Dragon card, those units are made obsolete because of those. And if you've seen my rant, you've seen those. Censored Dackles. Yay! And no, don't worry, you won't have to see Hitler with the Das Reich beard again. Although, I know some people like it. That's a bit big of a downer, or a bit of a downer for me, but I think that's only a German problem. So if you're everywhere else around the world, you can have the Dackles free of censorship. The photo edge sheet is, as I said, not a big one, but you get parts for the idlers, you get parts for the rear headlight, you get the frontal armor, the top, and some of the armor that goes on the turret. So, yeah. Then, of course, clear parts and the machine gun for the ball mount, and the magic tracks. Woo! Magic tracks are cool. I like them. So, let's take a look inside the sprue bags. After what I would call a stupid me alert, because I had forgotten to take out my hobby knife, we can now take a look at the sprue bags. To start off, well, we have the turret basket on this sprue, the turret ring right here, and some, gun mantlets and interior gun detail. And there's a bit of flash here, although I wouldn't call it flash. It's those styrene strips that you get when you heat styrene and then you pull it out of the mold too fast. But all in all, a very typical Dragon Panzer III sprue that contains some turret detail. And of course, this is the sprue that contains our top detail with the engine deck, the fighting compartment roof, and the engine deck air intakes. Not air intakes, those are the maintenance hatches. Those are the covers for the air intake, by the way, that are specifically designed for the weighting. And the front classes blade. And those are the air intakes. And they are specifically designed for this kind of vehicle, I think. But all in all, a very, very nice sprue. Very highly detailed. I'll try and move a lot of the sprues closer to the camera, because I've been told that on my last reviews, some people had problems or trouble seeing the parts. I am sorry for that. This has to do, of course, with my camera setup, because I'm still using my phone, and my phone is sitting on a GorillaPod over my bench, so I can kind of have the top-down view. And it's hard for me to see how close I am and how detailed the shot would be for you. Sorry. This sprue contains fender detail. The tools are, this is the typical Panzer IIIA sprue. The tools, the fenders, another superstructure, but this time not the top, but the main superstructure right there. This doesn't have any surface detail, but the surface detail is provided. Excuse me. The surface detail is provided by the plate that we just saw on the last sprue. And we have another pair of air intakes, but we won't use those because those are the open ones that go on the non-weighting variants of the Panzer III. And then we have the D sprue, which is another typical Dragon, Panzer III, and Stuck sprue. Once again, we have the maintenance hatches, air intakes, glasses plate, front plate, armor plates, but those are for Stuck. I don't know what we use. I think we could use those two plates and maybe this one. But that's probably all that we're going to use on this sprue. I have no clue, because those are Stuck parts that are not necessary on this vehicle, I think. I have no clue why I'm sniffing like a madman right now, guys. I was totally healthy and had absolutely no problems up until this point, and now I'm starting to sniffle like a mad idiot. The B sprue, again taken from a Stuck. This carries our suspension arms. And the wrong muffler. And the idler arms. Yeah, so I guess we will take this for suspension purposes. The C sprue carries one of the two front plates here, another mantlet, and the towing cables, which are always nicely done on Dragon kits. Look at those, they are really nice. And the attachment points are very wisely chosen, so you can clean them up very, very nice. But the cool thing is the kit offers you the option to have the towing cable out of the brackets. So you have the empty brackets and you can put the towing cable on the vehicle, or it's lost or whatever. Maybe I'm developing Dragon allergy here, I don't know. We have part of the gun assembly. Yeah, that looks, yeah, that's the part that connects the gun to the gun mantlet. Interior. Hi. Interior gun detail. The gun. Nice, slight molded gun. I don't like the fact that they have two attachment points right here, so that's going to be some cleanup. But I probably replace the gun with a metal barrel anyways, because I have one, I think. This is the typical interior sprue for the Panzer III with the long 5cm KWKL 60. Nothing to phone home about. Very nice detail on the shell casing here for the spent shells. And of course, the turret hatches and the smoke mine launchers are in this sprue. So you can see here we have the turret hatches, and up here we have the smoke mine launchers. This is again going to be a long review. I don't want to do that long reviews. I think like 15 to 20 minutes should be sufficient, but I'm too slow. The fenders, of course, they are really nicely detailed. You can see the anti-slip texture on top here, and you can hear it. And underneath, there's anti-slip texture too, although nobody's walking there. And we have the turret cleaning rod, and even more gun parts, although I'm not sure whether or not we're going to use those or not. We have more tools, skirt holders, although those doesn't come with side skirts, and the antenna. I guess this is in here because of the antenna mount, and maybe the headlights, I'm not sure. Antenna and headlights are what we probably use on this program. Turret division blocks. Yay! And even more smoke mine launchers. Turret cupola for Panzer IV though. And the vision blocks. So I'm not sure if we're going to use this cupola because it's a Panzer IV cupola, but it's a late Panzer III, so that might be, yeah, it's the same cupola. So this is the cupola. And we have more smoke mine launchers, filled smoke mine launchers, empty smoke mine launchers, and small detail that goes everywhere on the tank. Nothing that I could... Yeah, we have the armor plate for the driver's vision slot. And we have tools. Tools. With clamps on, so no Photo Etch tool clamps. Which isn't all that bad, because I don't like them anyways, because they're a pain in the ass to build. Yeah, whinge, whinge, whinge. We have, this is the Dragon A sprue for Panzer 3s and Stugs. Roll wheels, suspension, and flash. Yeah, it's getting long. It's getting old. It's getting long in the tooth here. They might want to think of redoing that sprue, redoing that mold. You have seen that if you have ever taken a look inside a Dragon Panzer 3 or Stug Stug 3 box. It comes with the small MP44, and the suspension system as a whole. And here we have even more. That's the specific sprue just for the Panzer 3M with the weighting muffler. This is the weighting muffler. Here we have the connectors for the weighting muffler to the hull, and those are the covers. And yep, those are the sealed gearbox maintenance hatches, and those are the sealed hatches. Yeah, exactly. So this is a specific sprue for the Panzer 3M, and it says so on the sprue. Another A sprue, so I have 3 A sprues in that thing. And last but not least, we have our lower hull with tons of lovely detail underneath and on the sides. It's really, really cool. And then, of course, you have to cut those off. I've seen people trying to build their tank, and they didn't cut those off, and they were a bit flabbergasted on what that was. So you gotta take those off. They are not supposed to be there. They will make it impossible to put your fenders on. And here we have the turret again. Nice bolt detail there on the top. Really nice. The weld seams on the edges are lovely. And again, I don't understand why they put this in there, because the cleanup is quite hard. But yeah, I guess that's the only place they can do it to put it. So yeah. So those are the sprues and the parts of the Panzer 3. What do I think of the Panzer 3? What do I think of this Panzer 3? Well, I like it a lot. If you're looking for a specific variant of the Panzer 3, like the Panzer 3M, and you're looking for one with the muffler, weighting muffler, for, I don't know, you want to have it, like, wade through a Russian river, which would be a very cool scene, which I'm right now thinking of, you should get it. Especially at the price that I paid, 39 euros is a really good price for that kit. The only downside this kit has for me is the decals, of course, but this is a German-specific thing. So on my scale from 1 to 10, this is a solid 9. Nothing I have other than maybe that they should retool the A sprue at some point to prevent the flash from ever building up anymore. So thank you guys for watching this review. I hope you liked the review. If there's anything you want me to change about the reviews, other than not talking, not an option, let me know. I'm always open for constructive criticism towards my reviews as well as towards my builds. And yeah, so this is Solid Modeling. I guess I'll see you guys around in the next video. Always remember, the force is with you. Bye for now. Bye guys.